So I'm gonna spoil my thoughts on this movie right in this intro, but I don't care. This movie is the most fun I've had with a horror film since Mayhem.
A game. What game? Hide and seek? Are we really gonna play that?
Well. Ready or Not is directed by the filmmaking collective Radio Silence. It stars Samara Weaving as Grace, a young woman who marries into a very rich gaming empire family, only to have them try to murder her on her wedding night during a ritualistic game of hide and seek. There aren't really any ways I can beat around the bush here. This movie has like a 90% on Rotten Tomatoes right now, and it is well deserved. This movie's awesome. It's an absolute joy from start to finish, and a lot of that just comes from the script and the film's main themes, and an absolutely stellar performance by Samara Weaving, who, to no one's surprise, is incredible here. Honestly, Samara Weaving is the scene stealer in this movie. Anyone who's watched this channel before knows that I absolutely adore her work, and the last two films I reviewed that starred her on this channel, Mayhem and The Babysitter, I loved both of them. And this movie is no exception to that rule. She's an actress who brings so much charm and so much charisma to pretty much every role she plays. And the character of Grace is a prime example of that. This is a character who is so human and so charming and so relatable that the only comparison I can make is to that of Tree from Happy Death Day. And it makes her incredibly easy to root for because we just want to see her survive the night okay. She's asked to go through such a range of emotions in this movie, and she handles them and the seamless switching between them beautifully. It all feels so natural, and by the time she straps down and starts fighting back, it's exceptionally satisfying to watch. The rest of the cast also does a great job here. Adam Brody is hilarious. Everyone's comedic delivery is on point, and honestly, I would say that a good chunk of the laughs in this movie just come from the sheer lunacy of the screenplay.
And today's video is called Getting to Know Your Crossbow.
It's a film that's tense and subversive and incredibly funny, and what I appreciate is that the film manages to be incredibly gory and violent without ever sacrificing that dark comedic tone.
Oh, Jesus, you shot the maid!
Does she look like she's wearing a giant white wedding dress, Emily?
The supporting cast of Grace's bloodthirsty in-laws are all fantastic. They manage to be both threatening and psychotic while also coming across as some of the most incompetent morons that you've ever seen on film. From the accidental murders of the waitstaff.
I forgot my gun!
Why don't you just use mine?
Mr. Ladomas, I just saw her running.
Oh my God!
To desperately trying to kill Grace and failing in the most pathetic ways possible.
God damn it! Emily!
I don't know what I'm doing!
And it all comes to a head in a climax that's so batshit insane that it had me laughing my ass off multiple times in the theater all the way out to my car. And honestly, despite all the insanity and how fun and funny this movie is, it all comes together really well with a theme that I can totally get behind. The rich fucking suck. The entire point of this movie is that the rich are so concerned with keeping what they have and looking out for their kin that they treat anybody who is not in their private little elite circle as completely expendable and essentially just meat. And given the oligarchical society we're currently living in, I think that's a brilliant theme to put in your fun action horror comedy. Bottom line is, I loved this movie. A lot. It kind of functions as the weird love child of You're Next and Cabin in the Woods, and I'm gonna say that Ready or Not is totally a must-see. The body count's high, the kills are gory, and on top of that, it's fucking hilarious. The year's far from over, but I can absolutely see this being on my best of 2019 list. It's total blast, seriously the most fun I've had in a theater this year, maybe in 2 years, and I can't recommend enough that you all go check it out. As always guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this channel, click down there, like, comment, subscribe. There's a Patreon link down in the description if you want to help donate to this channel, help us grow, make new, better quality content for you all to enjoy. Please consider donating, I would appreciate it. $1 would help, anything you want. But even if you don't, thank you so much for watching anyway, and I'll see you all very soon.
He wanted to get married.
No,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.